Hey, family. I'm trying to get everybody going on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and everything. Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Haywood Barber. I'm first soldier in charge of FOCOG. FOCOG is First Online Church of God. And replay viewers, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. I thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share with you First Online Church of God's perspective and to pray with you. I mean, we believe in praying, and today we've departed from a place where we've been for a very, very long time, which is talking about some Bible scriptures. And I'm not going to do that particularly this morning, but what I am going to do is go back to a place where we've departed from. Good morning, everyone. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And replay viewers, once again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, one thing, for really putting this information out to your friends, your family, the people on your list, and I really appreciate it. But what I'm going to do today is I want to remind people where First Online Church of God started from, the crater, the base, and it was intentionally to give people a platform to worship and to pray together and to love each other. I mean, that's something that I hadn't talked about in a long time. I really want to talk about that we have to, good morning, Yvonne. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're having a sensational morning, and I want everybody to have a sensational day. But I want everybody to remember an essential part of life, and that is loving each other. Love, right? I believe that love is the crater of civilization. I think it's a paramount point that we have a tendency to miss. Love makes everything tick, right? I found a poem that I wrote, and it's from I can't even write the name. And I think I wrote it like in the middle of the night. You know, one of those things that you write in the middle of the night. You heard it and you wrote it in the middle of the night, and it came out a little cryptic. But I want everybody to get this, right? The power of love. And you know, just from the other day, going to James, big brother. No, it's not my cousin, my brother. My cousin-in-law, no way. I hope it is. I love you, big brother. I hope all is well. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I missed you the other day. Man, I wish I could have seen you, man. I miss you so much. I love you so much, and I miss you so much. But love, the gentleman that preached, right, at the royal wedding, he talked about Martin Luther King talking about love. And hey, yeah, it is. I'm so excited. I get emotional when my family comes on. I get real emotional when my family comes on. And he talked about love and the power of love. And if we had enough love on the earth right now, us, the people, transferring love back and forth, we wouldn't have poverty. We wouldn't have poor people. We wouldn't have suffering if we had love, because it's us that has the love. And I want everybody to remember this today, to give love, to push love, because look, man, love is the magic elixir. It is that water in the well that the story was that Jesus was in the well, went to the well for the water. That is what it is. It's love. Right, and I want to try and read the poem, because it's my handwriting is crazy. I hope y'all can see that, but I'm gonna try and right. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. And I can't quite get the name, but I know if you put that in, if you Google that, you'll see who that is. Right? When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. And then I'm going back to, right, this is our book, right? And replay viewers, I want you to get this, right? And everybody that's here, right? And I know this is corny, right? And I know that people are probably saying, why is he talking about love, man? Everybody knows love, but I don't know. And see, what I want to read is, this is my promise book, right? These are the promises that God, that has been extracted from the Bible, right? These are promises that God has given to his people. That's us. That's from the Bible, right? So loving others, right? The Bible tells us that God is love. Love motivates him in everything he does. That's why he wants love to be the basis of our actions as well. God's two greatest commands are to love. We are to love him with all our hearts, and we are to love our neighbors as ourselves. The golden rule, right? God loves people, and he asks us to as well. In fact, we literally prove our love for God by our love for our fellow man. The Bible bluntly tells us that we can't say that we love God if we hate our fellow man. I want to read that. I got to read that again. The Bible bluntly tells us that we can't say that we love God if we hate our fellow man. That's any fellow man. Any. So your enemy. We are even to love our enemies, and by extension, that includes family members who've offended us and co-workers who aggravate us. And we are not simply to think that we love them or say that we love them. We are to prove it by our actions. It's a tall order, but God will give us the love if we ask him for it. Family, I want you to really stand strong on that, right? I really want you to go with that. And if at the very least, let love begin with you. Don't worry about all the people that are not loving. Let's not worry about all the people if they are doing it and I'm not doing it. And if I'm doing it and they're not doing it, then what's the point? We gotta start with us. It's gotta be the man or the woman in the mirror. I want you to know that it starts first with you. I go down the street every morning. I walk. Every single morning that I walk, I am waving at everybody, and I am shooting out from my palm my love to them. And I see in the first thing in the morning, I run into a whole bunch of people that's obviously going to work. So that's white people, black people, everybody's going, and I'm shooting out love, love, love. God, I want you to know I love them. 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 And I wave, and 90% of the time, people are waving back. And this is everybody is waving back. And they don't even know why. They probably think I'm a little nuts. And while I'm riding my bike, I'm waving. And then when I'm walking, I'm waving, and I'm shooting out love. And the love is coming back. And that is the ticket. When we send out love, it is an automatic. People give it back to you. I say I love you to people that I've just met. I love you. And I say it from the bottom of my heart that I love them. And I do love them. And I want you to get that as well, that it's okay to give that extension of yourself, which is love, because God gave it to us. And give it back, and give it out freely. I don't need to be in a loving relationship with somebody to love them. Not at all. And I am, and I do, and I have that. And Lady Troy and I have a great extension of love. And it is, and coming from her, it is the Jesus Christ in her that she gives back to me, and is the love that I have for, that God has given me and put inside of me that I give back to her. And that's what we do. We exchange the love in it, but it doesn't have to begin and begin and end with just a loving relationship is what my point is. My point is that we should just love, and we should just love because God loved the world that he so loved us that he gave us the world. Oh, I think I mixed that up. But the point is that he loves us, and we supposed to be in showing our love for him to give back love. I don't have to know you a year to start to love you. Is a point that I'm trying to convey. But here, I want to also quickly, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this, but the power of prayer for everyone. We have got to be prayer warriors at every extension of our lives for everybody in our lives. I want to be clear with that. And again, I have to stress here that I do want you to go to the varying chapters on love, but I know you know what love is. I know you know that you can Google what love is, right? Love is forgiveness. Love is kindness. Love is just a monumental of things that love is. And I really do want you to read, but I want you to read it for yourself. I don't want you to take it from my word. I don't want you to wait till Sunday or every Sunday to get what the word of God is telling you and giving you instructions on how to be. Now, I know that you're getting ready to get up this morning, or you already in your day, for those of you that's watching on the replay, that's coming back to get your dose, right? Your spiritual dose. And you hearing this, and you got somebody that you're going to turn right around to that you don't like and you're not going to speak to. I'm telling you to give it up. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your life. God's best extension of himself to you is in love. And in that bitterness that you have for a person, but giving them back what God has given you in love, in forgiveness, right? But I want to read this real quick, right? Because I know I'm moving fast. I wanted to start earlier so I can get to you on this 5:55 Celebration Friday morning prayers. We enjoy communicating with someone we love or with a friend whose company we enjoy. If we have a confidant in who truly cares about us and understands us, and has the power to help us, we don't hesitate to call him. God is all of these things and more. We have a relationship with him that goes deeper than any human relationship. We can turn to God in our time of desperate need, and he hears us. He may not answer in the exact way or time frame we desire. But if we ask in faith, he will answer. Mind you, we have to preserve in prayer at times. We shouldn't just pray when we face an emergency. However, we should talk to God constantly. We should come into his presence by worshiping him, present our petitions, and then wait, trusting him to answer. Instead of wasting our time worrying about problems, we should pray about them. God has the power to change our circumstances. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, those two things are the platform of First Online Church of God. Those two things, loving others and prayer. And prayer should be without ceasing. Our communication with God should be forever standing, forever. Always be praying, always be communicating with our Father and letting him know how we feel and what's going on in our lives. Communicate, and then that makes it deeper. And then we have a deeper communication. And you hear that you've heard over the last 10, 15 years, the power of attraction, right? And being able to get the things that we want through attraction. right? The way that attraction, see, the problem with attraction and The Secret is what I'm talking about, the book The Secret and the movie The Secret, is that it's not working for everybody. And the reason why is because the communications, the receptor, the antennas are low. And I want to show you how to increase your power, your receptivity to God, and that is through your antennas. YouTube Live, I love you. Thank you very much for being here this morning, but we have to turn you off on our 15-minute limit.